Hey, welcome. I'm Cheryl. Thanks for joining me today. This is Your Journey Yoga. I hope you are having a spectacular day, whether it's the beginning, middle, or end of it. I hope it's been great. So thanks for joining me and taking care of yourself and stepping onto your mat and clearing out the cobwebs and getting the blood flowing and maybe settling down, but just taking some time for you to do what you need to do to be the very best you. A quicker flow today, and we're going to get into some deeper stretches for the hips and whatnot, so I hope it's a good one. I will do my best to get you guys feeling fantastic. Alright, so starting at the top of your mat, let's do a big shoulder roll and let those shoulders just gently slide down and away. Again, a big shoulder roll, up and back, shoulders slide down and away. Close your eyes. Turn your palms towards the front of the room. Spread your fingers wide and feel the intensity and the purpose through extending those arms, through lifting out of the crown of the head. Draw your belly button in and up. I want you to stand tall and strong. Now just breathe here. Lifting the kneecaps towards the thighs, activating those quadriceps. Can you feel the strength in your belly? Now relax the arms, but keep the intensity through the legs. Can you feel that? So isolating different parts of the body, reawakening, engaging. Big shoulder roll up and back. Turn your palms to the front. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, left arm down, right arm high, lean in and reach. Turn your gaze to the sky. Inhale, both arms come up. Exhale, other side, left arm up, right arm down, lean in and reach. Inhale, both arms up, just gently touch your palms, spread your fingers wide, arch it back just a little. Inhale it up tall, pull the hands to heart center, sit to chair. Weight shifts into your heels. Inhale, reach to the sky, and as you exhale, turn to the left, open your arms out to a T, keep your hips facing front. Inhale, both arms come up. Exhale, sit to chair. Bring the palms to touch, spread your fingers wide. Weight in those heels. Inhale, reach. And as you exhale, turn to the right. Keep those hips facing front. Open the arms out to a T. Inhale, reach to the sky. Back to chair we sit. Pull the hands to heart center. Hold here. Weight is in those heels. Can you lift your toes? Sitting back as though there were a chair just out of reach, being mindful of those knees. We're firing up those big muscles pretty quickly to help build some heat. Inhale, reach to the sky. Again, spread your fingers wide. Exhale, arch it back. Maybe a little bigger arch. Inhale, reach to the sky. Interlace your fingers all but the index finger and thumb. Bring those feet side by side so they're touching. Take a big breath in. Reach as high as you can, and as you exhale, lean to the left. Turn your gaze to the sky. Inhale, both arms come up. Exhale and lean to the right. Squeeze those inner thighs. Turn your gaze to the sky. Inhale, both arms come up. Pull the hands to heart center. Keep the big toes touching. Separate your heels and sit to chair. Now a little different variation of chair. I want you to notice the difference if you feel any. The supporting of the knees touching, the big toes touching, for me I find is a little more comfortable, not quite so intense as having those knees apart. What is it for you? Core is strong. Extend those arms to the sky if that feels okay to your shoulders and your neck. Otherwise, keep those hands at heart center. Inhale, lift halfway up. Weight still is in your heels. Core is strong. And sink as low as feels right to you. Circle the arms forward, around behind, all the way up tall. Now circle those arms to the back, big shoulders, all the way around behind, all the way up tall. Inhale, rise. Exhale and hinge it forward to airplane. Arms sweep back to flight. Crown of the head pointing directly towards the front of the room. Shoulders roll back. Hands just a little bit higher than your hips. Spread your fingers and reach through those fingertips. Now I want you to notice where your weight is, how it's distributed in those feet. We want to even out that weight distribution. Find your breath. Can you feel that stretch to the hamstrings? Can you feel that activation in the lower back? Can you feel that intensity in the upper and middle back as you lengthen through the fingertips? Rotate palms to the sky. Big circle of those arms overhead as you hinge up. And once again, sit to chair. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, arch it back. A little relax. Spread those fingers, but bring the palms to touch. Inhale it up tall. Pull the hands to heart center, up back to your heels. Open your feet to hip width apart. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, swan dive to forward fold. And just hang in forward fold, a soft bend in those knees. Find your breath. Bring the hands to the elbows and hold on. And let's gently sway side to side. So one of the wonderful things, and can be frustrating things about yoga, is we notice that on different days, the body responds differently. Now why doesn't flexibility just hang around when we feel fabulous one day, and the next day, not so much? It's just a journey, you guys. And it's about finding awareness. Come back to center. Relax your arms. Having a sense of peace, being kind and understanding. Realizing that every day brings a different scenario with us. We hold tension differently, we've eaten differently, we've slept differently. So just be kind. Enjoy the journey, whatever it is. Let's let those arms be heavy and slowly roll it up. We get to work out some of those kinks that we find along the way. That's why it's so important to step on your mat as often as you can. Give those shoulders a big roll up and back. Shoulders slide down and away. We open the palms to the front of the room, mountain. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, swan dive to forward fold. That already feels better. Inhale up to monkey, half lift. Exhale down, take a giant step back with your left foot. Release your left hand to the inside of that right foot. Rotate your body and extend. Right arm to the sky, reach it up as high as you can reach. Now rotate that right palm towards the front of the room, reach it up and over. Let's turn our gaze towards the floor. Lengthening and reaching through the fingertips. Strong through the belly. Now keep gazing towards the floor. Circle that arm up and slowly back. Turning your palm out facing. Now spread your fingers and reach through those fingertips. Feel how that opens up through the chest, through the front of the shoulder. Now slowly turn your gaze towards the sky and a little tuck of your chin towards that right collarbone. Now if that causes tension, tightness, anything that's not great, adjust. Inhale, lift that right arm to the sky. And as you exhale, release that right hand down. Step it back to high plank. Hold your plank. Stay strong through the core. You can be on your knees or your toes. If you like, one push up. And again. 2 more if they're in there. So with being a little shorter video, we gotta kick up the intensity a little bit. Breathe, lift your hips to down dog. You don't have to. You guys know it's your journey. It's whatever feels good to you. Good is that relative term, right? So as long as you can breathe, there's no pain, that's good. If it's challenging, yes, that's good. Right knee bends, left heel presses towards the floor. Switch sides, left knee bends, right heel down. Find your breath. Inhale up to the balls of the feet. Exhale, press the chest and shoulders toward your thighs. Reach your sit bones high. And as you exhale, let your heels sink. Taking the gaze between your hands, walk, step, or hop to forward fold. Relaxing the weight of the upper body down. Soft bend in your knees. Now we're going to bend those knees even more and let the tummy and chest come to rest on the thighs. Now if you have particularly tight shoulders and you happen to have a towel or a strap handy, grab it and let's bring the hands around behind your back. Either taking a hold of that towel or strap or interlacing your fingers behind your back. Now if that's fairly easy for you, maybe you want to bring your palms to touch, keeping them together as best you can. If they need to pull apart, that's okay. Now just relax the shoulders. Let the tummy and chest rest on your thighs. Notice how your body feels here. If it feels right to you, give those shoulders a roll up and back and begin to lift your hands towards the sky. Now inevitably we start to look forward and this causes tension in the neck.
relax your head. Now notice what your shoulders are saying. Are they like, hey, this feels pretty good, we've got some tightness that we need to work out? Or are they saying, this is not a good place to be? If it is that, modify, or just let your arms hang. Now if you like, we can begin to straighten the legs. That's going to influence the stretch throughout the backs of the legs and through the shoulders. So listen to your body. If the palms need to separate, that's fine. If you need to release those hands, that's fine. Now a little shift your weight forward into your toes. Wow, how do we feel about that? Hamstrings, calves. Again, intensifying through the shoulders. Center your weight, release your hands, and then relax them down. Just let them hang. Slowly roll it up, one vertebra at a time, till we stand tall, back in mountain. Big shoulder roll up and back, shoulders slide down and away. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale, up to monkey half lift. Exhale, down giant step back with that right foot. Right hand to the inside of your left foot. Rotate your body and extend. Left arm to the sky, reaching up as high as you can reach. How high can you extend? Are you sinking into that right shoulder? I want you to lift out of that right shoulder and I want you to reach as high as you can. Now rotate your left palm towards the front of the room, reach it up and over to find where the wall and ceiling meet as you turn your gaze towards the mat. Lengthen through those left fingertips. Draw that belly button in and up. Breathe. Now slowly keep your gaze towards the mat. Lift that left arm back towards the sky. And then slowly start to reach towards the back. Palm is open towards the side of the room. Spread your fingers and lengthen. Breathe. Now slowly begin to turn your gaze towards the sky. And a little tuck of your chin towards that left collarbone. Again, if that causes any kind of tension, tightness, take your gaze back towards the floor or up towards the sky. Inhale, lift that left arm to the sky. And as you exhale, release that left hand down. One hand on either side of your foot, step it back to high plank. Adjust however you need to. Hold your plank, coming down onto the knees if you like. Find your breath. Slow it down. Now if you'd like to, you can widen your stance here. The wider your stance with those feet, the more of a platform we give ourselves, and the more we're going to modify this, not making it quite so intense. Now if you are taking special care of shoulder, guys, take care of those shoulders. Shoulders feel great. This is a super core exercise. We take the hands out towards each corner of the mat, still staying in that plank position. Find your breath. And just hold. Breathe. Shaky's good. If you can feel that shakiness in your breath, that's awesome. Core stays strong. Pull one hand back in, and then the other. Lift your hips to down dog. And let's meet in down dog. We inhale up to the balls of the feet. Exhale, press the chest and shoulders towards your thighs. Reach your sit bones high. And as you exhale, let your heels sink. Breathe. We shift our weight to our left foot, right toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that right knee through, foot to the inside, we come to pigeon pose. As we come into pigeon pose, just be mindful. How are the hips? How's the groin? How's the back? How's the knee? So the more your foot, that right foot is in towards your groin, it's not going to be quite so intense. So if you're looking for a little deeper stretch, come on over onto that right hip. Pull that right foot out and away from you just a bit. We're going to make a parallel line with your shin and the top of your mat, and that'll give you a deeper stretch. So find some place that feels good to you, where you're getting a good stretch, but there's no pain involved. If the hip is having a hard time getting to the mat, you can put a towel or a pillow underneath that hip to let yourself really sink in. That's one of the beautiful things about doing yoga at home. If you're not able to have a block or bring towels or whatnot
to the facility wherever you're doing yoga. So one of the beautiful things, put me on pause, grab what you need, come back to it. Because ultimately we're working to let go of the tension in the hip. Now let's slowly walk those hands forward. Sleeping pigeon. Relaxing the weight of the upper body down. Now those arms can be fully extended, or you can have your hands stacked. Find your breath. Send that breath wherever the tightness is holding. See if you can't let it go. Breathe. Now we're preparing ourselves here for either king pigeon or mermaid, however you know the pose. And we're going to walk our hands back up. One hand on either side of the knee. We're going to extend left arm out, and we're going to turn to the left as we reach back. Now if you're able to, draw that back foot in and take a hold of it. So you're going to notice this beautiful quadricep stretch. You might not think it's too beautiful. So depending upon what you've been doing or just how tight you naturally are, this is a big quadricep stretch. If it feels right to you, start to pull your heel in towards your bottom. Yes. Waken up those quadriceps, those hip flexors, the groin. Breathe. If it feels right to you, pull that foot into the crook of the elbow and spin your fingertips towards the sky. So yes, intensify. Is it right for you? Is it too much? If you like, extend, right arm out. Lift it high, reach back. Can you find your fingertips? Lock them if you can find them. So we have a ton of things going on here, guys. So there is flexibility here in the spine. So if back bends are very challenging for you, this will be challenging. That's why I had us do some back bends early on, just minor ones. Shoulders. If you have tight shoulders, this will influence your king pigeon or mermaid pose. If you have tight hips, yeah, so don't push it too far. Take it one breath at a time. Gently release your hands, slowly release the foot. Let's take it back to sleeping pigeon. And relax, best you can. Let the tension go. Now we're gonna add a rotation here, only if you like. Lifting just slightly, we turn to the right, placing the left elbow and left shoulder to the mat. Stacking the palms of the hands. We press that left elbow into the mat as we turn our gaze to the sky. Breathe. Close your eyes. You can let your head rest if you're able. Just breathe. And slowly, slowly release that rotation. Coming back to sleeping pigeon. And slowly walk those hands back up. Can you feel that love in that right hip? Oh, my hip needed that. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, sweep it back, and extend right leg to the sky. Point and flex your foot. Roll your ankle, and give that leg a little shake. And gently release it down to down dog. Holding your down dog, feel free to grab a drink of water. Or if you like, inhale it to high plank. Let's take it 1/3 down. Breathe. Elbows right against the rib cage. 2/3 down, so you're just past half. Your lowest crocodile, shoulders no lower than your elbows. Holding, hovering, breathing. 1/3 lift. 2/3 lift. And all the way back up to plank. Lift your hips to down dog. And we shift our weight to our right foot, left toes to the sky. Exhaling and sweeping that left knee through, foot to the inside. Pigeon pose on the left side, so we're being mindful. We are being kind. We're taking a listen to what our body is telling us. Is the knee good? How about that left hip? How about that lower back? So taking care of yourself. If you need to come forward, come forward. If you need that pillow or blanket underneath that left hip, grab it. And just breathe. Find your breath. Let the tension go. Let yourself sink. So it's weird this sensation of surrendering into a pose. But when you can do it, guys, it is absolutely amazing. Breathe. And let's slowly walk the hands forward. Either fully extending those arms or stacking the hands. Relax the weight of the upper body. So remember, you are never stuck in a pose. If you are in a pose and you're like, wow, I feel like I need to adjust something because my body's just not quite in the greatest alignment, yes, listen to your body. If you feel like my body's trying to figure out how to make this easier, quiet that down. Stay true to your form. And let's slowly walk those hands back up. One hand on either side of the knee. So we're coming to our mermaid pose or king pigeon. Left hand to the outside of the knee, right arm extends out. We're gonna lift that right arm and we're gonna turn to the right, drawing that back leg in. Can you find your foot? Take a hold of your foot if you can find it. If you have a strap or a towel, you can wrap that around your foot to your ankle. Now, can you feel that great stretch through the front of your shoulder? It feels really good. And then we're gonna slowly pull the heel in. So maybe you're like, I am just happy I found my foot today. That's fine. Stay here. What's your front of the leg, the quadricep? What is it doing for you? Is it letting go? Is it allowing you to say, hey, I can go a little deeper today? If so, begin to pull that foot in. If you like, bring it into the crook of the elbow, fingertips. Spin towards the sky. Now, yeah, that intensified things. Give yourself a second. Let your body relax and surrender in. Okay, so if you're fighting things and there's tension going on everywhere else, wherever you're trying to release, guys, it's not gonna release. So relax your jaw, soften your eyes, and just breathe. If you like, extend that left arm out, lift it high, reach around behind. Can you find your fingertips? Lock them if you can find them. And breathe. Such a pretty pose, but a challenging pose. So be nice to yourself. It'll come when it's ready. Gently releasing the hands, slowly releasing the foot, circling that right arm back up and over. Let's walk it back out to sleeping pigeon. Releasing through that lower back. And just breathe. So great chest opener, wonderful stretch for those quadriceps and the hip flexors. Really nice, actually, core strengthener. It'll help with your balancing. Now, if you like, you can stay right here. Or adding that rotation, we lift just slightly and turn to the left. Right elbow, right shoulder to the mat. Stacking the palms of the hands, left elbow points towards the sky. Now we're gonna press that right elbow into the mat as you turn your gaze to the sky. Revolve pigeon. Over the years I've done this, I've had students refer to this as roadkill, which I think is pretty funny and appropriate. One more good breath in. And as you exhale, slowly release it back to sleeping pigeon. And as you're ready, walk your hands back up. One hand on either side of your knee, tuck your toes, lift your hips, sweep it back, and extend left leg to the sky. Point and flex your foot. Roll your ankle. Give your leg a little shake. And gently release it down to down dog. We inhale it to high plank. Now toes or knees as slow as you can possibly go. Let's take it down. Crocodile. So our planks and our crocodiles, amazing at getting us stronger. Staying in control. Working against gravity. Press it through up dog. And sit it back to child's pose. Extending the arms out nice and long, resting the forehead towards the mat. Just breathe. Let's extend those arms out to a T. And we're going to lift the palms of the hands, spread the fingers, and just come up to rest on the tips of the fingers, kind of the pads of the fingers. We take a big breath in and we're going to lift that tummy and chest, hollowing it out, spine reaching towards the sky, chin towards the chest to clam pose.
Exhale and release it down. Walk your fingertips out just a bit. Take a big breath in. Tuck the chin, lift your spine, tuck your tailbone. And exhale, release. One more time, walk your fingertips out. Take a big breath in. This time as you exhale, lift. And release. Extend one arm back out and then the other to child's pose. And we're going to slowly walk our hands in just a little bit. Actually, just like an inch or so, just to get ourselves up. And then we're going to walk the hands back out. So coming into puppy pose, so your tabletop, only the hands are out in front of us, but still shoulder width apart. I want you to visualize you're gonna have your tail pointing towards the sky, and we're gonna press towards the floor with our chest and our armpits. But I want that tailbone lifting high. Breathe. Either chin or cheek resting to the mat. Lengthening through those fingertips, so as far out as you need to bring those hands. Just this really nice stretch through the shoulders, through the back. Inhale, lift just slightly, walk your hands back, and once again sit it back to child's pose. We lift just slightly and walk our hands to the left, reaching through your right fingertips and press your hips to the right as you relax the weight of your upper body down. Long stretch down that right side. Inhale, lift just slightly, walk your hands back through center, and then over to the right, reaching through your left fingertips as you press your hips to the left. Relax the weight of your head. Inhale, lift just slightly, walk your hands back through to center. Child's pose. And then slowly walk the hands up. Coming back towards the front. Sweep your feet around. Crisscross those legs if that feels okay to you. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, release that right hand down. Left forearm crosses the crown of the head and gently pull your head to the left. Relax the weight of your hand. Close your eyes. Hopefully, not really any tension left in the neck. If there is, just do your best to let it go. Inhale, extend left arm. Switch sides. Left arm down, right arm up. Cross the crown of the head and gently pull to the right. Relaxing the weight of the hand. Just feel that nice long stretch down that left side, through the neck, the shoulder. Inhale, extend right arm and the left. Release the hands down by your side. Sit up nice and tall, take a big breath in, and as you exhale, release the chin towards the chest. Inhale, lift it high, and as you exhale, gently release the head back. Be very careful of the neck. Now with that head back, lift the lower jaw towards the sky. Relax the jaw, slowly lifting the head back to neutral. Once again, chin towards the chest. Inhale, reach to the sky. And as you exhale, right hand down, left arm up and over. Just a couple sways to finish off. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, other side, left arm down, right arm up and over. Keep both hips pressing towards the mat. Inhale, both arms come up. One more time each side, just because it feels super good. Inhale, reach to the sky, both arms come up. One more time to the left, up and over. Inhale, reach to the sky, both arms come up. Exhale, lengthen, hinge it forward, core strong. Little tap with the fingertips. Lengthen and reach, and hinge it all the way back up. Pulling the hands to heart center. Gently release your hands to the tops of the knees. Palms to the sky, close your eyes, and gently bring your index finger to touch your thumb.
just going to slowly bring our focus inward. Checking in with the breath. Slowing it down. Have you found that joy and gratitude in your heart? We're going to let those things guide us through our day today. Keeping the joy in our heart. Being grateful for this amazing adventure, life. We do our part each and every day to help make this world a better place. We are kind. We are thoughtful. We are loving to ourselves and the world around us. When you feel that pull of negative energy, you have the tools within you to sever that pull. Stay true to who you are and the things that you know are right. Let that joy remain in your heart and in your head. Make the choice to make each day an amazing day by celebrating the little things in life. Take a moment to just breathe, to feel the joy and the gratitude within you. And ever so slowly, aware of that breath, it deepens. And as we bring our practice to a close today, a few words that you're welcome to take with you or let float by. If you constantly find yourself having a bad day, maybe it's time to take a look at the main character and change their role. Let's gently open the eyes, take a big breath in, reach to the sky, and exhale, pull the hands to heart center. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for being here, for taking care of yourselves, for choosing to join me as part of your day. It means the world to me, you guys. Take care of yourself. Enjoy. Be well. Stay safe. And until the next time, namaste.